U-NITE is a true celebration of multiculturalism and cultural diversity. We are also having a citizenship ceremony in the stadium, and we're also celebrating the 55 conferees down on pitch. The players will then come out, so you can imagine what an amazing atmosphere it's going to be in AAMI Park that day.
My name is Darren, alright, but just call me Daz, alright, and I'm here to have some fun tonight. I'm youth team coach here at the Victory. I'm obviously in charge of our best youngsters, and it's my job to get those boys into the first team.
So this is our 4th annual U-NITE fixture as Melbourne Victory take on Sydney FC. U-NITE is a true celebration of multiculturalism, cultural diversity, and the bringing together of people under the banner of Melbourne Victory in football. As you enter the stadium, we have a curtain raiser game taking place between U-NITE FC, which are a group of kids from the Horn of Africa countries taking part their game against the VCL All Stars, which are the best of the best in that league. In the lead up to this event, we've taken a lot of time in the local communities with some of the events leading up to this day. We attended the Australian Somali Football Championship, which engaged with over 17 teams from Africa. And we brought them into the Melbourne Victory training ground. They had training sessions from Darren Davies. And eventually those boys and the VCL boys are going to be able to take centre stage at 4 o'clock on AAMI Park and play in front of a capacity crowd like this.
You go back into the space and then I can close him down. So whenever the defender's there, take your first touch away into space so then you can play forward. Good boy, well done.
The FFV has the United Through Football program, which is supported greatly by VicHealth, and our goals are to engage with underrepresented groups, multicultural groups, newly arrived groups, and we do that in a number of ways. We look to create pathways, opportunities where they can become part of the structured system and perform with other clubs in a more formal sense. What we find is there's lots of boys and girls playing in unstructured forms out in the parks, and what we want to do is welcome them into the football family and get them into the mainstream competitions where they can interact with the rest of the population, form relationships.
Football is a very important aspect of life within the African community, and I've been involved in doing work within the African community for about the last 4 years now, especially around football. And I think football for us has been a driving force. It's where we can connect the young people generally in society, and we've realised that there was a lot of young kids who were disengaged from society within our community, and we sat down and we thought, what is the one way we can bring these kids to understand the opportunities they have in this country, and to give them a positive outlook in life, and the first thing that came to our mind was football.
10,000 young men would love the opportunity that you're going to get to play in that stadium, so make sure you make the most of it. Okay, well done everybody.
Each year we've been building and building on the U-NITE event, and this year we took it to a new level. We invited them both down to AAMI Park to watch the training session before Melbourne Victory take on Sydney FC. They got to see exactly how Melbourne Victory prepare for such a big occasion. This opportunity is an unbelievable one that we're so glad that we can offer these kids.
Have you enjoyed training, boys?
It's very rare for a young migrant to have an opportunity to come and visit let's say Victory Bay for training. It's an incredible opportunity for them.
Sometimes people need a platform and an opportunity to come together, and football in this case provides that opportunity, where we find people from African backgrounds, Anglo backgrounds, from European backgrounds, all coming together, united through the opportunity that football provides. And what we find is You know, relationships are enhanced, partnerships and friendships are formed, and that's terrific, and that's one of the outcomes that VicHealth is looking for. I know Melbourne Victory is looking for, and certainly Football Federation Victoria is as well.
You see the positive aspect of football. You know, the community talks about it, the community looks forward to it, and all these kids, you know, always either on Facebook or calling me on the phone, they always ask me when is the next training, when is the next program, you know, and we are developing the next set of leaders within our community, because ultimately this kid's Australian, and you know, and myself and people who've been through what they're experiencing right now, you know, we just got to give back something to them. Because I remember the time when I never had someone who, you know, gave me the opportunity to play the sport I love.
Thousands of kids right now my age would be loving to have this opportunity, and I'm honoured to be here and play.
It's a big step, but I'm ready for it.
It means a lot, because not only are we playing for ourselves, we're playing to represent our community.
I think I'm very lucky to be playing here.
Some of these kids, you know, they've never got this kind of opportunities, you know, let alone playing at AAMI Park. Some of them don't even have the opportunity to buy a ticket to watch their favourite team, Victory, play. So to be on the pitch and running around is something, you know, that, you know, it's the wildest dreams come true.
We understand the opportunities that we can provide to people less fortunate and all the other aspiring footballers that there are in Victoria and across Australia. Changing their attitudes for the better, teaching them the values that you can learn from football and translate that into their real life examples.
I could be out doing other bad things, run around with friends, but I spend my time mostly playing football. I train hard, so one day I can play in a bigger league.
Football means everything to me.
Maybe become a better person.
It gives me something to look forward to.
So it's like an expression of who you are.
It's passion is something that I wake up to every day.
The relationship that we have with the U-NITE FC boys in particular doesn't stop there. The next stage for us is for them to go out and deliver clinics to disadvantaged schools within their areas. These kids can go out and to deliver what they've learned through Melbourne Victory to kids less fortunate than they are and become ambassadors of our football game.